We've already seen how easy it is to change the colour of a sparkle connected to a crumble. We've seen how we can select colours either by choosing them from a palette or by mixing different amounts of red, green and blue. In the last lesson, you should have found out that the maximum value we can enter here is 255. Including 0 as our smallest value, this means we have 256 different values we can enter for each colour. This is a really significant number in computing, and it's one you may well have come across before. Perhaps your phone has 256 gigabytes of memory, or maybe you have a 256 megabyte memory stick. If you're interested in finding out more about why this number is significant, you can watch lesson number 461. Right, let's get back to the crumble. We know we can use different values from 0 to 255 to change the amount of red, green and blue that our sparkle emits. We can either choose these numbers ourselves, or of course we could choose them randomly. Let's start by adding a program start block, followed by a set all sparkles block, making sure they lock together. Now, instead of picking and entering our own values, let's generate a random number instead, and use this value as the amount of red, green or blue. To do this, we'll drag and drop a random block from the operators menu. Let's put it here in place of the red value. Okay, let's run our code by pressing the play button to see what happens. As you can see, the sparkle isn't terribly bright. Let's try a few more times. It's still fairly dim. So why is this? Well, our random number generator is only picking numbers between 0 and 10, so we're never really mixing much red at all. Let's change this maximum possible value to 255, as we know this is the largest value we can enter. Let's run it a few more times to see if that's made a difference. Brilliant, that's a lot better. Of course, having to keep pressing the play button isn't ideal, but we know how to use loops to make our programs run repeatedly. So let's go to the control menu and drag and drop a forever loop into place. We'll then drag the set all sparkles block, placing it within the loop. Let's run the code and see what happens. Excellent, we've got a flickering red LED. It's going a bit fast though. Let's see if we can slow it down slightly by adding a wait block from our control menu. Let's try this one. Wait 100 milliseconds. That's pretty good. It's far less frantic. You could always try your own values in here to create different effects. So, as you can see, any value in our program can be replaced with a random number generated by the program. This means our programs appear to run differently every single time. Depending upon what you're doing, this can be really useful, as it makes your programs less predictable and appear to be far more natural.